What's up, guys? Tristan here, and today I'm going to be showcasing you my Lightsworn deck. This is going to be the final deck profile for a while. I'm going to start playing Lair Infernoids and some other things. Getting a little bored of this. I'm also getting bodied a lot, so yeah, the deck hasn't been performing the best lately, but like it's really weird because test hands and then also playing online, like on DevPro and stuff, the deck does really well. But then, like, the past couple weeks, I've just been drawing all my, like, garnets. So, like, your wolves, your felices, etc. So, I don't know. Like, I believe I built the deck very well for what it's supposed to do. But that's the risk you take with playing Lightsworn. So, yeah, we'll just do a final deck profile. I believe we're at 43 cards now. But, yeah. So, play the 2 Raiden, 2 Lumina, 1 Garoth, and then we play the 3 Felice and 3 Wolf. So that's your whole Lightsworn engine. I really like this number a lot, because the reason why you want to play 3 of each of these is just so that when you mill them, or like any mill card, so you got Raiden, you got Garoth, you got Minerva, you got Curious, you just always hit these, and it's value because they either summon or you draw cards. So I always wanted a bunch of Lightsworns. I believe 2 of this is fine because you have a lot of normal summons in the deck, and even though this is like one of the best normal summons, seeing 2 of this is really bad because this effect is only once per turn. So I think 2 is the right number. 2 Lumina is really good. She helps you extend, and the Garoth is like low-key MVP. If you can get, like, if you have the right circumstances to resolve him, he's just infinitely better than Raiden. Like yesterday, for instance, I had Brilliant, Garoth, and a Goblinberg. So what you do with that is so you do the Brilliant, add Hat Tricker, normal Goblinberg, summon this, you make your Curious. So Curious will send Snow, mill 2, Curious will mill 3, mill 2. So that's, what is that? That's 7 cards plus a Snow. So that's literally a live Snow. And then if you milled any Lightsworns off of him, because you have 2 chances, then you draw cards. So he's just really, really good. So that's it for the Lightsworn engine. Next, we run 3 Goblinberg. He's needed for every Brilliant combo. I am going to show you a Brilliant combo in the next video. It's really good. Or it's not like really good, but it's definitely a really cool play. So there's 3 of those. Then you got your Performages. Alright, so last night I played Burn. This card has an anti-burn effect. So this saved me last night, which was really funny. But yeah, these are really good with like the Brilliant engine. Then you got your 3 God card. Then you have your God card extender. So these are pretty self-explanatory. You play the Garnet, because I have to play Garnet. And then I was playing 3 Ash and 2 Ogre. I feel like this is a pretty good number. I feel like you have to play the Ashes. Like, I know this is good against the best deck, but the Ash is just so much better against everything else. Like, I feel like Ghost Ogre is pretty lackluster against most decks. So that's it for the monsters. That's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 20. So 27 monsters total. It's a pretty decent amount. So next we got 3 charges, 3 solar recharges. I like this. The solar recharge can be bricky because you only play, what was it, like, you play 11 Lightsworns, but like seeing this card is just absolutely insane because literally, so 2 cards equal 4 cards pretty much because you send 2, draw 2 obviously, and a lot of times like it's super value when I hit a wolf, hit a trick clown, you draw into your charges, you draw into your brilliance. Like, this card is really insane, so I feel like you just have to play it. But there are, like, I've lost plenty of games where like you top deck this late or you have this just dead in your hand and you're not drawing into your Lightsworns. So it's definitely a double-edged sword. And then charge is just charge. It's just always good. And of course, you play your 3 Brilliant Fusion, one of the best starters in the deck. So yeah. We were main decking 2 Called by the Grave. It's pretty good because if like this deck just automatically loses to like any hand trap, like if they Ghost Ogre your Goblinberg, you theoretically lose depending on what you're summoning. If they Ghost Ogre your Lumina, if they Veiler any of your monsters, if you get Ash with like your Brilliant and Solar and stuff. So Call by the Grave is really good in this deck. And also I wanted more room in the side deck for like more utility cards. So I figured I could find the room to main those. Then you have your God 1-0s, Foolish, Reborn, Regeki. Not playing Soul Charge just because when you open this plus Soul Charge it's just bad. And also with this deck, it's not like the zombie version. So like this pure Lightsworn is played completely different than like the plant zombie Lightsworn deck and like the plant Dino and all those 60 card decks. This deck plays completely different. So the Soul Charge isn't needed because you're not making double Omega and all this stuff. You're making your Minerva Curious, Skull Dread, and like a rank 4. So like the Soul Charge is just never needed because if the deck performs how it's supposed to perform, it just does it by itself without the Soul Charge. So yeah, that's my reasoning. I've had a couple comments on that, so I just wanted to clear up the air. And then if by traps, I play one Evenly, one Solemn Judgment. My reasoning for just waiting one is just to have another going second card, and then Solemn Judgment, Solemn Judgment. Theoretically, you don't need to run this, but my theory with this is like with Skull Dread, you want cards to draw into, and so if you don't have this, okay, you're only hoping to draw into Ashes and Ogres, so this just gives you a really powerful card to draw into. Next, we'll go into the extra deck. We have 2 Minerva. Shout out Yang, got this yesterday. Got a super. Need one more. Shout out Hunter. I'm living your dream. You got a Baguska, a Dweller, a Tornado, the Utopia package, and Amaterasu. I guess I'll show the whole extra deck because then it'll be more. I can explain more things. Just the 1 Michael, Underclock, Curious, Decode, Skull Dread, Overload, and Seraph Knight. So this is the whole extra deck. So as you can see, there's a lack of Omega. I never make Omega. Omega is literally there just to do damage. So I figured I'd cut it for the Abyss Dweller because the Abyss Dweller is good against True Draco. It's good against the Mirror. It's just more useful. Because like ideally your ending board is either like a Curious, Skull Dread, plus any rank 4, or else you could sometimes, like with the Brilliant combo, you could make like Skull Dread, Curious, and 2 rank 4s. So it kind of just depends on like what you're doing. Ideally, you're making Amaterasu. This card, shout out David Robinson, dude. Like this card is actually insane. Because this like fixed a lot of the problems with this deck, of that like you have a Snow but you don't have anything else for their stuff. So like this gets you a Ghost Ogre and then an Ash in hand, so it's really good. Michael's good for like spot utility, but you don't make him all the time. But he's a really good utility card. Utopia package, like everything in here like has a really good purpose. I'd say the things that I make the least would be like Decode, Michael, Underclock kind of, but it depends, and then like Baguska, but like Baguska is really good in the mirror match. So yeah, so that's the extra deck. And I guess we'll go over the side deck. The side deck's not that good because I haven't gone to like a regional in forever, so it's just like kind of more for locals, but it's still not perfect. So we have 2 Chalice, 2 Cosmic, 2 Mind Control, we got 3 D-Barrier, 2 Evenly, 2 Typhoon, 2 Unending. Pretty much this deck loses going second, so you just need a bunch of going second cards, but then the issue is like you don't want to take anything out of your engine, so it's really weird. But yeah, that's the deck profile. Definitely stay tuned for my Skull Dread combo video. I will be having that out soon. I'll put the link in the comments section so you'll know. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.